I was in a lot of narrow spaces for the majority of my life. And then I remember learning that very famous Viktor Frankl quote, between stimulus and response there's a space. And in that space is your ability to choose your response. And in that response lies your growth and your freedom. And one of my most difficult traits that I've had to work very hard on was that I could not lengthen that space between stimulus and response. I was trapped in it. So very reactive, very mercurial. And it's interesting because I heard also some years ago this incredible metaphor for Passover and for that enslavement. And what it was essentially, it said that in each and every one of us, there's an Egypt, there's the voice of Pharaoh, there's the voice of Moses, and there's freedom in the promised land. And for me, my Egypt, my narrow place, was my inability to control my responses, was my, I'm a yeller, my mother was a yeller, there's nothing wrong with yelling, and, don't focus on my tone of voice, listen to what I'm saying, that kind of thing. And I realized that my Egypt was my lack of control over my impulses. And then I learned that the voice of Moses is the voice that says, you can be free, let those peoples go in your head, let it go. Go on out, do what you have to do. Do the right thing. And then I would hear the voice of Pharaoh in my head. Oh, you think you're going to be any different? Your mother was like this, your grandmother was like this, you've been like this, you're 50 years old, you think you're going to change? And I realized that freedom in the promised land was not some geographical entity, but it was every time I could shut the voice of Pharaoh down and listen to the voice of Moses. And it became a kind of metaphoric, Pesach Matzah Maror for me, that I now focus when I am about to explode, implode, react too quickly. I say to myself, okay, you're in your Egypt. What's the Moses voice? What's the Pharaoh voice? How are you going to shut down that Pharaoh voice?